There is a vital skill related to driving a car that is not covered in any Department of Motor Vehicle study guide. If you combine that missing skill with the fact that there are 2 states, New Jersey and Oregon, where you're not allowed to pump your own gas, you have to let somebody else pump your gas for you. If you combine those 2 things, do you know what you get? A very large population of people who have no experience pumping their own gas. I'm Amy on A Lolly Life. I'm super glad you're here. We're going to cover step by step everything that you need to know to pump gas like a pro. First, pulling up to the gas pump. The arrow by the gas pump emoji on your dashboard display points to the side of the car that the gas tank is on. When pulling up to the gas pump, make sure you give yourself enough space and pull forward enough that you can open your car door without banging it into something. But also make sure that you're close enough that the hose that you'll be pumping the gas from, that it reaches your car. If all the gas pumps are full, then you just pick a lane and pull in behind the car that's currently pumping gas and hope that you don't pull in behind somebody that is the slowest gas pumper in the entire world. It's kind of like picking a line at the grocery store. Most gas stations do not have room for lots of cars to be waiting to pump gas. However, most gas stations do have room for one car to pull in behind somebody at each pump. So by picking a lane, you allow more people to safely wait. And you allow the people who are currently pumping gas to get out of the gas station when they're done. In other words, be aware of your surroundings and don't block the flow of traffic. Turn your car off while you're pumping gas. And if it's hot outside, you might want to roll the windows down a little bit, but it's not safe to pump gas with your car running. Even just having the battery on, not safe. Another no-no is using your cell phone while you're pumping gas. Apparently, no one has had a cell phone cause a fire at a gas station. So, why can't we use cell phones while pumping gas? The National Fire Protection Association rules tell us that we shouldn't use electronic materials at gas pumps. A gas station is a Class 1 area. That means that there are explosive vapors, not fumes, vapors. Pop the gas tank door. Depending on your vehicle, you might be able to just simply open the door, flip it open. Or you might have to push in on it so that it pops out a little bit so that you can grab hold of it and pull it open. Another common thing is to have a button inside the car that you have to push that opens the gas tank door. Those buttons usually are on the door of the car, the driver's side door of the car, or maybe on the floor between the driver's seat and the door. We're going to talk about ways that you can pay. Many gas stations, I would say probably most gas stations, require you to prepay before you pump gas. The easy way to do this is with a card at the gas pump. But if you're paying cash or the card reader isn't working, you might have to go inside. Again, you do this before you pump the gas. If you're paying at the pump, then insert your card and follow the prompts on the screen. It'll usually ask you for your zip code if you're paying with a credit card and your PIN number if you're paying with a debit card. Sometimes it will ask you if you want a car wash, if there happens to be a car wash attached to the gas station. Or sometimes it might ask for your member number if there's a club or rewards program. If you're not part of the club or rewards program, you just skip that part. If you go inside to pay, you need to remember your pump number because they're going to ask which pump you're at. The pump number is above the pump on the side that your hose is on. If you're paying with cash, then you can give them the amount of cash that you want to spend. For example, if you give them a $20 bill, you could say $20 on pump 4, and then if that's the pump that you're at, and then they will set pump 4 to stop exactly at $20. Something to keep in mind if you're using a debit card to pay for your gas. Debit cards are the kind of cards that take money directly out of your bank account. Gas stations can put a hold on your bank account for more than the cost of the gas. If you spend $20 at the gas station and put it on your debit card, they can put a hold on your account maybe for like $120. And that extra $100 that you didn't actually spend will not be available for multiple days. That's a little bit of an underhanded practice, but it is a thing. We use a credit card when we purchase gas so that it isn't a problem. But if you're using a debit card to purchase gas, you might put yourself in a little bit of a money crunch while the hold is on your account, so be aware of that. Unscrew your gas cap. This little part of the door covering your gas tank is for putting your gas cap while you're pumping gas, so that it doesn't dangle down onto your car. Select the grade of fuel you want. Usually, you push the button in to select that grade of fuel. A lot of times, after you've selected the grade of fuel that you want, it will be the only one lit up with a price. The rest of them will go blank. They usually advertise the price of the lowest grade of unleaded. Put the nozzle in the tank. Be careful. There are different hoses for different kinds of gas. If you're getting diesel, the handle part is usually green, so make sure that you have the correct hose. Make sure that the nozzle is seated correctly. Squeeze the trigger on the handle to begin pumping gas. There's a little clip that you can click down so that it pumps the gas automatically and you don't have to hold the handle the entire time. Hopefully, it's not broken because that's super annoying. This is how much money you have spent on gas. This is the one that's going to make you cry. This is how much gas you have pumped out. In the United States, it measures it in gallons. However, I have to admit, I think we should use the metric system. If you use the clip, it will shut off automatically when the gas tank is full, or at least it's supposed to. You are supposed to stay out there in case something malfunctions and it just keeps pumping gas. However, I might or might not have gotten back in the car a couple of times when it was sub-zero temperatures and I was freezing. And not that I would recommend that, I actually wouldn't. I'm just saying it might or might not have happened. When you put the nozzle back, make sure that you aren't holding the trigger, only the handle, so that you don't accidentally pump a little bit of extra gas when you pull the nozzle out. When you put the handle back, make sure that you keep the nozzle tip up and keep it away from you so that you don't accidentally drip a little bit of gas on yourself, because it is possible it often drips just a tiny bit when you pull it out of the tank. Put the gas cap back on. You turn the gas tap until it starts clicking. You cannot over-tighten the gas tap because it will start clicking when it is tight enough. Then you close the gas tank door. Don't forget to get your receipt if you want one of those, or go back inside if you need to finish your transaction in there. And then you're done. You filled up with gas. Congratulations. You are amazing. Truly spectacular. If you want to watch more social stories, click on the playlist in the corner, and I'll see you on the next episode of A Lolly Life.